In order to start this problem, we need to first understand what simple interest means here. So simple interest is a really basic formula. I equals P R T. I, of course, stands for interest. P here will stand for principal. That's the amount that gets invested. R stands for rate, and T stands for time. And that's how we calculate simple interest. Now, for this particular question, time is equal to 1. And that's going to simplify this, because when we use 1 for time here, it's not going to impact the problem at all. So that does simplify it. Now we have two rates here. We have 4.5%, so we need to write those as decimals. So you take 4.5 and you move the decimal 2 places to the left and you get 0.045. And then the other rate is by the same method, it's 0.05. And then the two accounts earned $490. Now here's the way we need to think of it. So for this rate, let's say we have some principal P that is invested at 4.5%. Then the amount that gets invested at 5% has to be the rest of it. All right, so if we invest P, then P plus whatever this is better add up to 10,000. And so for this other one, we write that as 10,000 minus P. So think of it this way. If we invest $1,000 here, that means this must be 10,000 minus 1,000, which would be 9,000. Right? No matter what you put in here, you'll take that away from 10,000, and that means that the two numbers will sum up to 1,000. So we're going to write here that our interest is 490. And so we have P times 0.045 times 1 year, and again that 1's not going to change anything. And then we have 10,000 minus P, and that'll be the amount that's invested at 5%. All right, so we can come down here and write we have 490 equals 0.045 P plus, and now we need to distribute the 0.05 here, and we get 500 minus 0.05 P. And so now we can take 0.045 P minus 0.005 P, and we get 490 equals negative 0.005 P plus 500. All right, and now we subtract 500 from both sides, and that cancels that. So we have negative 10 equals negative 0.005 P. So negative 10 equals negative 0.005 P. We divide both sides by negative 0.005, and I'll pull out my calculator here. So we take 10 divided by 0.005, and so we get that P is 2,000. All right, so now let's recall that 2,000 is the amount that was invested here. So if P is 2,000, that means we set up P to be the number that was that corresponded to 4.5%. So we would write 2,000, and then that means then that the amount invested at 5% is 10,000 minus by 2,000. So 10,000 minus 2,000 is, of course, 8,000. And so the two numbers add up to 10,000 as they should, and our interest adds up to 490.